What's up YouTube, Manuel here, just doing a 12-month post update of my hair transplant. As you can see, it's gotten pretty long. Well, today's actually the 15th of August and it's been exactly 12 months and 3 days since I had my transplant in Turkey. The lighting's not very good here, let me just open up the curtains. So this is what it's looking like. Overall impressions, I'm very happy with the results. Yeah, I couldn't ask for more really. The whole experience has been amazing. I mean, they did say this will continue to grow until 18 months, but I think this is the majority of the results. Yeah, no, sorry, I can't help touching it, but yeah, that's what you do when you have hair. So yeah, what was I going to talk about? The pros and cons. So start off with the cons. So it kind of looks a little bit frizzy, even after 12 months. I was expecting it to be a little bit more straight and less curly and less frizzy by now, but they said that's usually what happens with most hair transplant patients. But for most of the time I've just been shaving the sides and keeping this like very short and then keeping the top long. I've had it slightly trimmed at the top, but for the most part I've not really touched it for the last 4 months, and I get haircuts every month or every 4 or 5 weeks. So that's that. The overall look, I mean, from here it looks quite dense, but in reality, if you have a look, it's actually a little bit thin in some parts. Maybe it's just me being nitpicky, but I don't know. But yeah, I mean, if I run a comb through it, maybe you can see it better. I don't know, you tell me how it looks in the comments below. Does it look thin, or is it lack of density? So I had a total of 4,000 grafts, and the clinic told me they used 3,850 in the frontal area around here where I didn't have literally nothing, and then another 150 in the crown area. So the crown area takes the longest to grow apparently. So I mean, it's grown a lot, but I think there's still some areas which are kind of sparse. I'm using one of these DJI Osmo gimbals, so maybe I can do a little spin around shot so you can see the entire head. I can also move this down, I think up and down. Don't know how well you can see that. But yeah, strange. I kind of, for the most of the time, I just kind of push it back and then just put some gel in it. But when it's like this, when it's dry, it's just really all over the place. Yeah, and the last con would be the medication. So I actually have a little container for all my meds. So the main ones that I'm taking are finasteride and minoxidil, as well as biotin, ashwagandha, and vitamin D3. But the last three I'm not really taking as much anymore. Not the full dosage. I'm actually micro dosaging these tablets. So I'm taking 1.2, what is it now? Usual dosage of finasteride is 1 milligram per day, which is what the AGA clinic suggested that I should go on. But instead of doing it every day, I'm taking 1 milligram every other day, or 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday and Friday. I did get a little bit of a side effect from it, so yeah, I kind of backed off that a little bit. And then the oral minoxidil, I'm breaking the tablets in half, because they're kind of scored anyway, so I just cut them in half with a scalpel knife, and then take 1.25 milligrams every day. So they're the 2 that are really important to keep taking every day until, well, for the rest of your life really. And vitamin D3, I'm also taking that every day, but the ashwagandha and biotin, and also saw palmetto, I'm not taking anymore, because I don't think it's actually really needed. So yeah, the pros obviously far outweigh the cons. Mainly it's a confidence booster. I can style my hair however I like. I've been watching Peaky Blinders recently, so my next haircut will probably be similar to that, and just have this kind of shaved at the back, shaved around the sides and back, and then just this pulled back like that. Yeah, makes me look younger. I'm getting a lot of compliments. I have no insecurities like I did before, like wearing a cap outside before would be a no-no, because obviously the gel would just ruin my hair, and then I'd just have a big bald patch in the front. Wind as well, when I used to have my hair slicked back, or when I used to try and cover my bald patch, the wind would just blow my hair. So that I don't have any problems with that now. Also, the value for money. I mean, I paid 2,990 euros, which back then wasn't that much. It is now just because of the yen to dollar ratio, and the currency is all over the place in Japan. So 2,990 would be 470,000 yen roughly right now, but back then it was about 410,000. So it's like 60,000 yen the difference, which is quite a lot of money. So yeah, I'm glad I got it done last year instead of more recently, because it would have cost a lot more now. But you know, it's just not just the money, but the whole experience of going to Istanbul and seeing the city and enjoying the culture, food and nightlife and everything, is completely worth it in my opinion. So final thoughts: if you're on the fence about getting a hair transplant, just do it. You know, life's too short. I mean, my first flight actually got cancelled just right before COVID, and then I had to postpone it for almost 3 years. So yeah, you never know what's going to happen, so don't worry too much about what if, or if this happens, or then you just start overthinking it, and just do your research, get onto some of the clinics and ask for some advice, and get your prices, and yeah, and just do your homework. It's also worth mentioning the Facebook community groups such as Hair Loss Crusaders and Hair Loss Conquerors, because yeah, I know it's really funny names, but yeah, if you go in there and speak to a lot of the people who are thinking about getting their hair transplants done, or who have had their hair transplants done, you can actually get a really good source of information from these people, you know, and ask them questions. And if you have any concerns or worries, you know, everyone's really friendly on there, and you're all going there for the same reason. So I totally recommend doing something like that. So yeah, yeah, on that note, that's pretty much all I have to say. It's been a journey. So yeah, I'll speak to you next time. Cheers. Peace.